We're talking sheepshead. We're talking structure. We're talking the tackle you need to have to catch those fish. Angelo DePaola, the Coastal Connection with eXp Realty. I'm here with Walker at J&M Tackle, the Gulf Coast's foremost saltwater outfitter, serving the dedicated angler since 1988. And Walker, like, to me, the thing I love about sheepshead is like they're accessible to just about anybody, and they taste better than a red snapper.
Oh yeah.
And they fight like a bluegill on steroids.
Oh yeah.
So
they
like,
sure do.
I mean, is that not an accurate description of what we're talking about today?
Very accurate description right there. I would say they're one of the most hardest fighting inshore fish compared to like maybe a redfish or a black drum or something like that. But for the wintertime, everybody's going after those sheepshead, and that's all they want in their cooler.
And we're kind of coming into that spawning time, so they're congregating around what, pilings, the jetties.
Yep, they're going to be all around the bridge pilings. They're going to be all around the jetties. They're getting ready to start schooling up and spawning together. So if y'all find one, you're going to find them all.
Well, and I like fishing all those oil rigs, like kind of just in that like 30 foot of water out of Fort Morgan. You know what I haven't fished I think might be good though, and I'm sure like all the charter boat guys that do this for a living are fishing there, are those like pyramids and stuff like in that water depth that's all on public charts. So usually it just comes uploaded on your GPS when you go buy your electronics. But like, so we've kind of told you a little bit about where you need to go. We're going to get into, let's start with the terminal tackle, Walker. Like, it is interesting.
There's a few different methods.
There's a few different methods. You got a couple of things. You got a couple different hooks. I just remember using a regular grub head, but it seems like tackle for sheepshead over the past couple of years has become popular. And it's gotten very dedicated. So kind of talk to us a little bit about what you have here.
I've got a couple rigs right here. I would say keep these together or all as one right here. If y'all wanted to run like a Carolina rig,
all right. So
I would say,
what size hooks are these?
Those are number 2.
Size number 2 must-adds. They're thick. They're small.
Oh yeah.
And they're heavy.
You need something strong, definitely for a sheepshead.
Cool.
Sometimes with these eagle claws right here, even though I like fishing these eagle claws, these sheepshead will crunch that hook to where it's almost nothing left. But hey, as long as you catch that fish and get him in the boat, that's all that matters. So
we're going to fish a Carolina rig is the first rig. You got, what size egg weights you have there?
I would say a 3/8 ounce is good, but you're going to want to have to change it up varying on the current that's out there. If you're fishing off the beach, like you said, on those pyramids, current can be pretty strong in there, and in the past can be very strong as well. You might even want to go up to 2 or 3 ounce weights as well.
Man, I have a hard time catching them in the current. I don't know if they're not biting as well, or if I just can't feel them as well.
It's probably a little bit of both, and then a lot of stuff's going on down there at the bottom too, because there's more than one species that are fighting for the same thing. Black drum are going to be down there, redfish are going to be down there, and they'll eat almost the same thing as sheepshead will, especially crabs. And then live shrimp, they'll definitely get on those.
So I see you have this. What is this?
This is
miracle thread.
Yes, so this right here is the miracle thread. If you use oysters or any kind of soft bait to where like if pinfish come by and they can swipe it in one go, this right here will hold it onto your hook and it'll be able to last you a couple extra bites. You might be able to go to land that fish.
I feel like oyster is my favorite bait. Like growing up, we would fish the Dauphin Island bridge pilings, and my dad would just bring out a big bushel of oysters. We'd eat oysters, and we'd catch sheepshead. All right. So look, one thing that leader material. How long do you like it, and what do you like for it?
Yes. So leader material, the lightest I'll probably go would be 15-pound test, since they pull really hard and they live around structure. But my favorite's probably going to be 20-pound mono over fluorocarbon.
Really? Why's that?
Sometimes whenever they get that real big tug and then you need to stop that fish, fluorocarbon's not going to give you any stretch. If you have a braid main line to it, that mono will stretch a little bit and it'll give you a little bit of leniency on that fish whenever you hook them. And if you have to grab that spool and stop them from getting in the cover, mono will help you a lot more than fluorocarbon.
That's like graduate level info there. All right, so you also have some split shots. And the swivels, I'm assuming, go with the
swivels
Carolina
are with the
rig.
Carolina
Tell us why you
rigs.
have the split shots. What are you doing with
So
those?
with split shots, if you're fishing inshore, fishing around docks and stuff, and where there's not much current and the fish are suspended and not really directly on the bottom like they are around the pass, you're going to want to have lighter weight on there. And then if they're on the bottom, you can add an extra one on there to get it down there deeper. But most of the time, you're sight fishing them around the bridges, and they're going to be up, leaned up sideways, chewing on barnacles, and you're going to want to put it right there in their face and try and get them to bite. So that's where the split shots come in handy.
And then this is, to me, just, I feel like I started hearing about this stuff a few years ago, but like, you know, used to you'd fish a grub head, but like they really didn't make them heavy enough to fish heavy current.
Yep.
And so tell us about these two products here.
These right here are actually my favorite way to fish for sheepshead. And these are the Sheepshead frisky fin jigs. They have multiple different sizes. They even have all the way down to 1/4 ounce jig heads, which is for the inshore ones. They work really well. And then if you're fishing around the pass, we go all the way up to 1 ounce or 1.25 ounces. And there's two different types of jigs we have here. One is a straight shank and one's on a swivel.
And why do we want one on a swivel? Explain that to people.
Pretty much, if you're using like something super light and it's not going to tug down too far on that hook, you want to use something like that on the swivel hooks. And whenever you hook a sheepshead and he moves around too much and he tries to bend around, this jig right here is not going to flex with like how that hook is. Like, say like you hook a sheepshead and sometimes they spin.
I thought it was one of the smartest things ever when they came out of this. It just seemed like such whoever thought of this was eating, sleeping, and drinking sheepshead. All right, so you have it all. Good news is man, you got all this right here in a go package. You even have the leader material in here, the 15, the 20, and the 25. All the hooks, all the weights, all the jig heads.
Anything you could think of.
Grab and go. Like sometimes for me, I don't know what I've bought and what I haven't bought, and I like misplace it. So I would just come buy another one.
Yep.
Because you can never have too many.
Oh, you can't have too much tackle.
So, plus, if you got somebody that likes to fish, this makes an easy gift for them for a birthday or
very
whatever
easy
the occasion.
And then if you're coming down here wanting to get to know the sport and sheepshead fishing, this right here is all you need. Grab you a fishing rod, and you see this right here. It's got everything you could think of for catching a sheepshead.
So, and if you want to like take a deeper dive, Walker, you're here. Walker's family has been here forever. They're like, I don't want to embarrass them because I like being embarrassed, but they're like Orange Beach royalty and legends in the fishing world. Literally, if I had time, I would go interview his family just for a podcast. That's who they are. All right, so we talked terminal tackle. Let's talk bait real quick before. You guys sell fiddler crabs, and you sell live shrimp, and you sell dead shrimp. What else? We talked oysters. I used to love hermit crabs, that little soft part on the back.
Yes, you can catch hermit crabs. You can bust them. And another easy trick is if nobody's got any fiddler crabs to catch, you just go around and find like the jetties, somewhere around the jetties or anywhere where there's going to be like brackish water and rocks. You can go flip all those rocks and you can find little mud crabs hiding underneath them. And those work great for sheepshead.
They might as well just be a fiddler crab, except they don't have the big claw.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Those work really well.
Hey, any tactics on keeping fiddler crabs alive? You went?
I would say just throw like some wet cardboard in there works good for them. Or like if you get them in the paper bag and then you're going to transport them into another container, you can kind of shred up that paper bag a little bit and throw it in there, and that'll keep them alive for a little bit longer.
Cool. So you can keep them alive for a couple of days.
Yeah, so that'll give them a little extra time.
All right. We talked bait. We talked how to keep that bait alive.
Mm-hmm.
Pro tip on the shrimp that I learned from somebody. You got them in your bubbler, is put a rag in there, and the shrimp like to kind of crawl around and hold on to that. Like I thought that was a great tip when I heard it.
They make their coolers. They have mesh nets that go all the way around it. And that gives them plenty of room to climb on top of it as well.
Ah, great. So you can pick those up here at J&M. All right, show us your tackle here. This looks.
Alrighty.
Is this your personal tackle?
Yes, these are my
It does
personal
look like
rods.
your. I was about to say this looks
Yep.
like somebody that's used these before.
So I have one rod right here. It's going to be a little bit shorter. 6'6", 8 to 15 pound rating rod.
Looks like it's
pretty
got a good
light.
tip on it. Like got a little weight to the tip.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of weight to the tip, but it's got a pretty strong backbone. It's what you really want for sheepshead. You don't want something too light, because if you have something too light, you're not going to be able to give them as much drag to them.
And what do we have on here? Is
This
your braid?
is 30 pound Power Pro Super Slick right here. And I've got 20 pound, this looks like some fluorocarbon.
Yeah, it looks like
on there.
fluorocarbon. What kind of knot are you connecting this with?
I've got an FG tied on there,
Goes right through the guides, doesn't it?
right through the guides, and it's one of the strongest knots that I know, and I haven't had many fail on me. And then over here, I've got just a simple polymer knot to a jig head. And that right there,
So that's your jig set up.
that's the jig setup right there.
All right, what else do you have here?
And then right here is I have the split shot set up with a lighter action
So,
rod.
I'm gonna stop you. If you're going out, you
Mhm.
want to have one of these.
Mhm.
You've got the split shot. You don't have a Carolina rig, but would you also have a Carolina rig if you
I
had
would have
3
a
rods?
yes, if I had 3 rods, I'd definitely have a Carolina rig, or I'd fish the jig. If the jig doesn't work out, I'd switch it immediately over to the Carolina rig. And
Alright.
the Carolina rigs, they catch them good compared to sometimes like this right here. You can't really.
All right, tell us what you have on this one. Is
So
there
this
any
one-
different?
The difference between this one is definitely
It's a
going
little
to be the
softer
length
tip.
and softer tip. This is a 7-foot medium light action rod.
St. Croix, nice rod.
St. Croix.
Good taste on tackle.
20 pound braid on here, 15 pound mono, and I believe this is what we got right here, the number 2 Mustad straight shank live bait hook to just a little tiny little split shot right there.
So you're tackled down a little. I'm assuming if you're fishing docks,
Mhm.
these fish are a little bit more skittish. They're a little bit more line shy, and hence the reason you're tackling down.
Yes, there's going to be less current. They're going to be able to see a little bit easier, and definitely the water's going to be a little bit clearer inshore, especially this time of the year when we don't have that much current and rain we haven't had recently, so that water's definitely going to be pretty clear.
I mean, I'm at the marina. I'm watching Sheepshead
Mhm.
swim around.
Oh yeah.
Like I like to go walk and talk on the docks. So
Mhm.
I just I'm always looking, and so I regularly see them there. All right, so we got what is this? The Sheepshead shootout. J&M's Sheepshead shootout. Boom. There's the back of it. J&M logo on the front, right? Obviously, we're not just selling a shirt. You guys have a tournament.
We have a tournament coming up.
All right. Tickets available for purchase on the 15th of this month.
Yep.
Well, we're
Go
shooting
ahead
this
and
in
get 'em.
January. Hey, come on out. Come on over. Tournament starts on the 15th of February and runs through the end of March. I
Yep.
mean, dude,
Got a little bit of time.
prime Sheepshead season right
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Middle. I always feel like that like first week in March, man. It's like
Oh yes.
that's
And
when it's on fire.
Even right now, they're starting to bite right now, and they're starting to move in pretty decent. But I guarantee you, when we get that next push of fish around March time, it's going to be game on for sure.
Cool. Well, look, I don't want to read this whole thing. I guess we put this in the body of the video. If they want to find out about the Sheepshead shootout, is it on the website? Is it on y'all's Facebook page? How's this work?
It should be on our Facebook page. You can go on there, and then I'm pretty sure you have to come here to be able to purchase your ticket to be able to enter the tournament.
So come to J&M Tackle here in Orange Beach, Alabama. Buy your ticket. Get your T-shirt. Get rigged up and come get your bait and get in on it. Like, even if you don't win, you're at least going to be able to fry some sheepshead
Oh yeah.
get some hush puppies, do some cheese grits. You gotta have the cheese grits.
And have you a custom J&M T-shirt as well.
Heck yeah, heck yeah. All right, as always, guys, $25 gift card. If you want to win this is what I need you to do. I need you to comment Sheepshead below. That would be awesome. And then if you like the video, if you like J&M Tackle, you don't have to like me, but I wish you would like me. I sell real estate, by the way. They sell the best tackle here. Honestly, I've gone to tackle stores all over the world, and I've never been to a tackle store like J&M. There's nothing stocked like this tackle store. There's usually not as knowledgeable. I mean, like, y'all can, like, not only do you sell it, but you live it and you can talk it and you can give people the real advice, get them the real thing for what they need to go do. And so, like, if you just want to go to authentic tackle store that is stocked better than, I mean, I've been to Cape Hatteras, down to Cabo, down to Panama, down to Costa Rica, the Bahamas.
Oh, yeah.
I've never, to Alaska, I've never been to a place that has everything J&M Tackle has. Hands down the best tackle store anywhere.
All the guys around the country come travel with us, come see us and get offshore tackle every year.
I mean, when my fishing buddies come down, they're like, Angelo, we need to go to J&M Tackle. And they're always blown away. Anyways, you need great tackle. You want to come talk fishing. You want to come drink coffee early in the morning with Jimmy Beeson. You come here. If you're looking for real estate, you hit me up at Orange Beach Marina. Angelo DePaola, the Coastal Connection, here with Walker. Y'all have a great day. Catch you next week.